Hi there, Cher Johnston here. And today, in this video, we're going to talk about Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. So there is a YouTuber, her name's Rachel Roxbury, and she is Roxy's creation. I'll put a link below. Then also there is Roxy Creations by Sarah, is her sister. This was from 2022. There were a bunch of prompts that we were given. This was not from a prompt. That was just, we were watching The Big Bang Theory, my grandkids and I. This was also not from a prompt. These were not from prompts either. They were just things that I added in later. So this is my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, Volume 1. Volume 2 was a Christmas journal, which I'm still planning to do. I started on it, but I got distracted by something, life, somehow. Anyways, now we're on volume 8. And volume 8 is going to start in July. I'll put a link to Rachel's channel and you have to just go and look. Basically, I don't know exactly what we're doing, and she said, you know, you don't have to do exactly what she's doing. The last time, volume 7, they did a wall hanging, and I didn't really want to do that, so I didn't. So this one, I'm thinking about doing a quillow. So what is a quillow? Well, let me show you one of the quillows that I have. These were very popular, 20 years ago, 20, maybe 30 years ago. And there were a lot of fabrics that were sold. This was a Mary Engelbright. This is the back, and you bought a panel piece. This is really big, and I can't fit it all on there. But this is the panel piece, and there are 4 panels. And then at the bottom, there are 4 panels times 2. Then at the bottom, on this side, this is a pocket. This is where the pillow part of the quillow comes in. You turn it around and you have a pillow when it's all folded up. So it's a quilt that becomes a pillow. And because I can't get this all on screen, I did a little pattern. So this would be 2 yards of fabric, which is 6 feet, which is approximately 2 meters. Now I am 5'4", so I don't need it to be 6 feet. I might do less, but it does need to be 1 yard wide, which is 36 inches, which is about a meter. Then what you do is, this is the panel that is sewn on to the back like this, like upside down, so that when it's folded, you flip it around and it gets folded like this. You fold it into thirds, and then this is about 12 inches. Fold it up, fold it up, fold it up. And then this is on this side. This pocket is on this side, and you flip it around inside out. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, I think I have another thing. I sent something to my mom 30 years ago, and when I after she passed and I got things from her, that was one of the things that I got back was a diagram. So this is my idea, is that I bought this long ago. This is I don't know if you remember Donna Dewberry. This was 2002, 2003, something like that. This is half of it, right? And this, so this opens up like this. And it's a yard wide. And I bought 2 yards. So that's my backing. And then this is my panel fabric. There's one of the panels. There's another panel. This one I have 2.5 yards. And some of the panels you can see are blank. The idea was that you paint in your own thing in this panel, which is which I was going to do because I was a one-stroke instructor and I could paint just like this. But I didn't. I did not paint it. And I don't know now if I could. Maybe I could, maybe not. Doesn't matter. I don't paint anymore. I do embroidery and slow stitch and all that. But this is my thought, is that I should get this out. Or I do have my quilt that I'm making. These are from this is from my mother's orphan quilt blocks. This is something that I was working on. I put some embroideries on this. I stitched it, just running stitch on the back. And then I did this, put this lace on there, and I did that embroidery. This one I didn't do anything, I just stitched it down. And this one is a little Sunbonnet Sue, and I did that on there. Really like that a lot. And then I stitched it down. And oh, here's this. I don't know which is my favorite. This might be my favorite because this is left over from my mother's square dance dress. And I made a little dress, like, you know, the fabric. We make these, I mean, the paper. I got this from a paper crafting thing. And then I did this with some lace on there. And then I stitched it all down. You can see the stitching. I need to iron out that. And then I got kind of stuck. I wasn't sure where to go from here. And when she announced that we were going to do something like this, I think, but there will be prompts. There will be, you know, this week we're going to do a bunny. I don't think we're going to do that. We did that on the first one, but you get the idea. There will be prompts so that I'll be able to either finish this one with my mother's orphan quilt blocks, or start a new one with my other fabric that I have. So I just wanted to talk about the quillow because it came up on a different post, a different YouTuber, um, Kate from the last Homely House. She does quilts. So anyways, if you have any questions about this or if you want some more information, I can maybe I can find a link to it. And it's spelled Quillo. May have a W at the end, but I don't think it was supposed to. But it's like a quilt with a pillow. Oh, the other thing is that I forgot to tell you how you sew it. So you have 2 yards of the 2 different fabrics. And you take batting. These go right sides together. And you take batting and sew around the edges and leave an opening here and then turn it. So it's not like a regular quilt is quilted. And then you do just seams down here. And that was how we did quillows. Now my mother, of course, because she was a quilter, she tied like every 3 inches or so. She put ties in it. So it was actually a quilt. Mine, I don't think I'm going to put any quilt batting in it. I live in Southern California, don't need more heavy blankets. I need another one like this, which has, there's no batting, it's just a backing fabric. It's just backing fabric and then one piece of fabric. And it's just stitched together, just 2 pieces of fabric stitched together. Then I got to the sides and you can see I didn't even really sew the sides together. I might. Here I did. And here I did a running stitch along the top. But yeah, basically, so that's what I'm thinking about. And I think I'll post this in the group so that you can, just an idea. If you want to do a quillow, I think that would be a good option. I think it'd be fun. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.